the Triumph, not the Kawasaki. The Kawasaki has been relegated. Sorry about the mess there. I'm about to change my garage around again, so yeah. And that is why it's in the hot seat. And you can see all around here, all around, and all of that's wet. And I think that actually might be the seal rather than the dust cap. Let's have a look at this side. It might be the dust cap, although you can see that one's taken a bit of a beating at the top there. So yeah, if I feel brave, I might edit in now what has happened with the bike. But essentially, I'm going to be doing a fork seal change. So I've seen a video online, quite a good video. If you Google how, typical. If you Google how to change the fork seals on an 800XC, that video will come up. I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem. I'm not spending any more money on it. It'll wear off, won't it? It'll wear off and wash off eventually. Okay, so definitely need to get this apart. So, according to my tutorial, it's wise to loosen these off. Now, they've got different ones to me. They've got much larger ones. I don't know if mine are modified or theirs are modified. Okay, camera's still being funny, but there you go. So, I've loosened that off. That should be fine. Oh. Hopefully I've not been bolts. You can see I've done where I put the wrong size on it to begin with. But there you go. Yes, I want to get a picture of this. They say to note where all your cables go. So yeah, just make sure I know where everything is. You can see I've got all my set up for my trails riding now. So, see if I can leave it on this time. There you go, you can see me in, oh, wrong way. Right, let's see if this one is any better. No. Okay, this should be a bit more interesting. Because I've got a little bit of space. Forgive the attire, it's hot at the moment. I think that might have given way a bit. Yeah, there you go. So that's loose. Right, okie dokie. Brakes off next. Why do I need to take the brakes off? I'm just trying to think. Well, in all honesty, I probably need to take the brakes off to make sure they're not covered in oil, but it seems to have come this side. So we'll take the calipers off. We'll find a way of hanging the calipers from, maybe not from my indicators, but from something, so we're not going to damage these. But yeah, I need a socket. And here's one I prepared earlier. 12mm, I believe. Yes, of course. That's not just me being that good. I have not long watched the tutorial. So yeah. I suppose I should get one of my little boxes for sorting things. Mind you, there isn't a great amount of nuts coming off, believe it or not. So take that off of the mud guard. Why? Oh, kept all the weight on the wheel, haven't I? I'm going to have to get that off in a second. Why is that? Decided to be a pain. Feels like the brakes are on. Oh, there you go. So there you go. You can see I had some 6mm twin and a half. I've just mounted that out of the way, so I'm going to do the same on the other side now, and then I'll take I won't take the pressure off the front wheel until I've loosened the front wheel, thinking about it. So now, need a socket adapter to loosen off this bolt. Give me a second to go through. I'm going to figure out why that keeps switching off when I'm not recording. Anyway, adapter. This is for all sorts of bikes, so I can use it on that one over there. And I can use it on this, obviously.
I said, hold on. I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Oh, you idiot. I've forgotten one really important thing. You want to loosen these. Right. Now the question is, so I've got a kit that I keep with it at all times. You can see these aren't particularly tight, but they still perform a slight function, as you've just seen, and I know that's what was happening, and I know I'm going to sound stupid now, but because that's what happened before when we took it to get these tyres put on it. Right, there isn't there is one on the other side. Do I need to undo that? Don't think I do, because it's not the same. Right. Now I'm not gonna, well, fuck it, it's in now. Excuse the noise. That's interesting, isn't it? That should definitely be loosening off now. Okay. Okay, maybe there is something on this side. So there is another Allen key on the other side. Not convinced loosening it is gonna let the bolt loose. What it is gonna do, oh crap, is so it's the bleed for the fork. Well, it's coming off, not the way I want it to, but if I do that, there you go, that's it loose. I'm going to have to do so much cleaning up of this. Mind you, the bike could get it clean anyway. Okay, here we go. I need that. does it require some gentle persuasion? Let's have a look. Obviously, gotta be careful as not to damage anything. There we go. One axle as a tool, and we there's a space in my box, perfect size for the axle. Right, one front wheel off. I'm in desperate need of a good clean. I'll rest it against there for now. Okay, so now to get the forks off, which means I need to catch up. Actually, I need to get all of this off as well. This is, oh, stars, fucking, whatever they're called. Okay. Right. Let's have a quick look whilst you're on here, because I'm probably not going to bother recording this. But it looks like this plastic guard is held on by 6 of these Torx style screws, 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to undo them now. I'm actually going to leave the camera on so that I might edit it out. I might not. Okay, so on the upper part of the fork, I just loosened that. I'm now going to loosen that one there. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but that's it dropping out. So let's get this off. Cool. I had to do a lot of stuff. Oh, let's oh, and then where are you? Oh, and there's a fork out. There's one fork out. Ooh, right. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, except it doesn't have this clip on it, and that doesn't have that clip on it now. Let's put that away. So yeah, that one, the one up there, and then the fork will drop out, so I'm not going to record that. Set up a decorator's table, and here we go. I have, however, tried to tidy up. I've been tidying up. I've put my spanners away, although I can't imagine where I'd put this one, because it's not where I think it is. Yeah, 17. Oh, right. Where's the 17 gone then? here. Apologies for the background noise of the garage. What I will do is, if it is too horrible, do you know what? No, we won't use that there. Use an adjustable, because I actually have a nasty feeling it's a funny size. Okay, so according to the video I've seen, do you know what I'm going to do, so I don't scratch it? I'm going to put a bit of soft, just show you, just put a bit of soft stuff underneath there. Right, let's get this undone. Oh crap. Hi. According to the video I've seen, this should not spring off. So, now one other piece of advice I've seen, which I've tried to follow at work, is to... Oh. Alright, I see. So it says not to turn this down too far. And then... Hey! Oh, crap. So, there we go. It says to get as much out as possible. Okay, so I've done two things here with forgetting to put the camera back on. Have I done two things? Oh yeah, I've stopped draining oil, and I found my 17mm spanner. Inside there, where you can see my 17mm spanner, is a lock nut that holds this cap on. So theoretically, if I hook you around my thumb, no, you won't be able to see. Can I hold you? You can see I've already done it. I've already released the top, and I'm taking off this cap now, in hopes. I've let go of the lock nut with the spanner. You can see this cap coming off nicely. You can hear my phone going off nicely. And there you go. Top nut is off. I've trapped myself without any clean rags. I'm going to stop it here and go and get some clean rags. So this lock nut now needs to come off. Now, the video I was just looking at says there's a tool for this, but I'm managing to do it myself, which is concerning me as to what I'm watching. And even though it's the same bike, for the most part, I'm wondering what the differences are. So I'm just trying to keep these things in a way that I will remember them. Ooh, I'm going to try and point you down. You can't see really. Okay, so this is the spring. It came out, slid down this way, so that is the top. Apparently that is important to remember. It looks identical either way around to me, but I'm going to lay it down on my table in a way that makes it hard to forget. So there's a little bit more fluid in the fork, tiny bit more dripping out. Again, I'm not going to make you sit through this, although the camera's going to sit through it right now. I need to stop dropping oil on my garage floor, because this is where the motorbikes move. Right. Okay, supposed to be taking the seal out now. The seal. Well, yeah, we're getting to the seal, but we've got to take the dust cap out. Now, apparently, this is the way to do it. Apparently not on a wobbly table, though. So, I'm so glad I've already got a new seal. And dust cap, as this is. There we go. So, You can see, there you go, that's off, easy enough. Right, really stupidly, I've got that off easy, and I now need to flip it round because I need to see, because there's a clip in there. So, okay, that was easy. Now, I just saw the clip. You can see the clip. Oh, can you? Trying to get an angle. There you go. See that silver line there? That's the clip, and I can show you the clip in the. There you go. You can see them at the back there. So I'm just going to remove that. See, I really need to get a proper stand for this. Where's my, oh sugar, where's that? I love how I sometimes remember not to swear. Oh, don't know if that one will do. Right. Oh, look at that. That was easy, wasn't it? Flip it over. To be fair, I am an engineer who works on water pumps and things like that. Now, from what I gather, you now need to basically work the fork to get the seal out. It's quite lightweight. Woohoo! I don't know. Well, that's out. So yeah. So start. Ugh, I'm dropping oil on myself. So yeah, want to get these bits off in the correct order, if that's even possible. I don't know. I think that's going to need a little bit of pry work. Now I don't have replacements for these. Yeah, for the metal. Yeah, for the metal parts. So I want to be careful. This one is obviously just a retaining clip. This top one. So I think if I gently put the screwdriver in there, I should be able to pry it apart. And then it's a good job I don't actually do any decorate. I don't know why I've got a decorator's table actually. To go off on a tangent. No. I'm sure there was a good reason at the time. Sometimes I buy things to annoy my wife, perhaps. Oh no, I need the screen. Okay, so there's a little gap here, so if I do that and then push. Oh, I see. Oh. It's not actually that difficult to get on or up. It's just everything's oily for a start. There we go. Come on. There we go. I don't know if you saw that. I just opened the gap a bit, pushed. Right. So, I need to move my clamp there, and I'm going to put them in order of height as they would be sat on the fork. So that's that retaining clip. The next bushing, whatever it is spacer, washer, whatever you want. Oh, sorry, I should have. So that's the next bit below the bit I struggled to get off. There's this spacer, washer type thing. And then the seal itself, which of course is going to be a bit of a pain to get off. And there you go. I'm going to put it there and hopefully remember not to put it back on. Oh crap. So let's just move these up a bit. I haven't given myself a huge amount of room to work with here really, but there you go, there. So I'm just bunching them up a bit so I can lay the clip down next, and then finally the dust cap, and there you go. So as per the instruction video I'm watching, I'm going to wipe this down now. I wipe all the bits that I'm putting back in down, and then put it back together, but with the new seals. And then all being well, that's that job done. So I won't video wiping it. Oh, I wish I could get to my rags, but they're at the other end. Oh, I got some blue towels, so maybe I'll just use that. Today with seals. So the ones they sent me from eBay were crap and didn't fit. So I've boxed them back up, cleaned them off, boxed them back up, and I'm sending them back for a refund. Had a bit of a panic, wasn't sure what to do. Then I remember there's a Triumph dealer near me, so I've gone and gone genuine Triumph seals. Now, sure, the seals on their own were the same price as what I could have paid for a full kit on eBay, but I know these will fit. These have been matched to my chassis number, and I think it's worth the risk in this particular case. The other problem I had is in literally 2 days, so this is now Wednesday evening, just after 8 in the evening, and I'm supposed to be on a motorbike event. I'm supposed to be driving to it Friday night, so I want to get these on the bike, and then I've got no chance. I'm home alone with my kids. I've got no chance to test my bike really, so that's going to be an interesting experiment. But that is what it is. We'll get there. So the video I was watching, this is the dust seal going on. Now the spring goes on the outside. Now when you take them off, if you lay them down the way they came off in a way you'll remember, then that's cool. However, I know the spring goes out on the outside, and if you look, it's kind of logical because that ridge there fits into the bottom of the next part of the fork, and that creates the dust seal, and that just holds it off. So just carefully just get it over these ridges, and there you go. You see it goes on quite nicely. Now I've used silicone grease. A lot of seals will come with a grease, and I'm sure there's a manufacturer recommended grease. Okay, welcome back. You will notice another costume change. I've had a night off. I wear a t-shirt a day thanks to my children. So there you go. If I've left it in, you'll notice I put that clip on yesterday. I was watching another video about doing this. In fact, that reminds me, I'm going to have to go and get that to make sure I rewatch that myself. Although, do I really need it? Yeah, that's not going to go through the fork bit if I... where it's covered. I've still got it covered. So it goes on afterwards. So just put it to one side. You're not going to forget. You're going to watch this video. So yeah, so dust seal is on. Oil seal, as it is actually called. Oil seal. Right, as I said yesterday, I'm using silicone grease. A lot of people are using red rubber grease or whatever. I don't have that. I don't have the ability to go out and get it. This stuff is used on motors. I've tried to review the videos to see how other people, which direction they put the seals on, and it's kind of hard to see. I think I'm right. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm right, judging by what I see. So as I said, as I said before yesterday to me, it's got a more closed face and a more open face. The more open face is designed to expand when it's under pressure with the whatever it's keeping in. Oh, you have no idea how nice it is to see that do that after the problems I had the other day. So slide that one all the way down to the bottom. Washer. I believe this is the bushing. These have all been wiped off. They don't need grease. You don't want to put grease on because as your fork moves up and down, the grease will coat your fork and then you'll get grit on the fork. And then this, I didn't realise this at the time yesterday, but this sits in this groove here, this perfectly sized groove, funnily enough. So we'll just give that a bit of a wipe, and then we'll snap that on. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We have put that back together. Right, now as far as I can see, nobody's mentioned about this going in and out, so this doing its own thing is fine. So I've got it upside down for now. Oh, that was silly. They don't put that in yet, so we'll just put that to one side for now, and we'll slide this on in there, and you can see it goes on quite nicely. Right, now they use one way of hammering it in. I, however, let's put that there for now, purchased this, and what it is it's basically select your own size seal knocker kit. So we're going to select our own size. Oh, it looks like the bigger one of all of these. I'm gonna laugh so hard if this doesn't fit. But the idea is going to be to knock the seal in using this. So, okay, I see. I'll use that as a spacer for now. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong way around. It's all grooved out. So, one side like that. Take the other side. It's worth having a lot of rag and tissue around, because it seems like this thing doesn't ever stop leaking oil. And then these two match together. They should anyway. And you can see that. I think that's actually gone in as well. So, hi. There you go. See, that's knocked in. So, the way... Ooh, so sorry if any of this stays in. I'm not gonna lie, this is tricky. Trickier than I imagined. There's the question. No, I don't think it's trickier than I imagined. Okay, camera's all oily. This is why it keeps getting dropped. I couldn't do this with the stand I've got, but you can see I've got the clip in. It looks like it's gone in that groove, so perfect. That's in, and then I guess I don't know if you know what, I didn't get this far ahead on my video. I'm pretty sure if I can stand you up, what I mean by that, does this just pop in, or shall we use the hammer to knock this in? I'm thinking maybe try and use the hammer again. You don't want, oh hello. There we go. And what we'll do, okay, probably shouldn't have done that. No, it's all good, it's all good. So there you go. I am actually going to use that to lock it in slightly. So just rest you there. Get these bits back together. I'll just use it to, as gently as you can when the word hammering is involved. Knock is probably the better word. And just knock this dust cap back into place. Well, I say back into place. First time on the bike, isn't it? So, and there you go. That looks pretty, yeah, pretty good to me. Right, next stage is going to be putting all the inside bits in and then filling it with oil, I believe. Or it's filling it with oil and then putting all the inside bits in, I don't know. It's making squirty noises at me. Okay, right, take two for this. Okay, so the next step is actually filling it with oil before we put any of the parts back in it. So, I know every model seems to take, it's a level that you measure inside. It's 103mm from the top, although there's two tops to take it from. And best Okay, so just put that little bit of plastic on to protect it from dust and that whilst I was doing some investigating. So that, oh, still a bit. Hopefully, yeah. So I've measured it a few times and there is 100, so I've got it set to 107 and the tip is just touching. 107 according to web search is what I need, so I'm leaving it at that. So the next stage is to put the spring back in. So in goes the spring. And then the spacer. I need my block of wood. I'm going to show you all of this bit, or as much of this bit as I dare, just so you got like an idea of how I did it, and also see, obviously I'm fiddling a bit. See, obviously there's a bit of oil on the wood there. That's just where the excess has been banged out by me just now. What we'll do, just put that there. Right, I had a little level. I just used this. Oh, gone the other way now. And all I did, right, that is pretty much level. Okay, so in here now, I'm fairly certain we've got less than 500 mil. Maybe not. What we're going to do is we're going to pour load in. The nice thing about this, and another reason why I'm probably going to use this clip over the other clip, is you can see here I've already got a barrel of dirty oil that I'm somehow going to have to get into here preferably. Right, that's all I'm going to get out of there. So remember about the plunger in to get the air out, so I'll put it all the way up. All the way up. You can, I don't know if you're picking up that sound. To be crude, it's like a little farting, frankly. Or like when your bath drain pulls air in, you can hear go. It's kind of doing that, and that's all it is. So I can see, I reckon we're going to need to put more oil in this one, which is good. I feel better about buying two now. Okay, it's gone nice and firm. There's no air coming out anymore. Right, remember what I said? Oh, you won't remember what I said because I'm thinking that this is going to be my main lesson. Now that I've learned how to do it. So that's all the way down. Where's my measure? What do we reckon? So you can tip some away. I was getting to there. Where's my torch? I need my torch. Shine that in there. Shine that in there. Oops. Don't let the torch get in the way, which you will want to. Okay, that has just come out. How is that even possible? So according to this, I want to be here. And I am well over that, apparently. I don't know. I must have different volume forks to other people or something like that. But it's taking, or even that, or they can't measure out a fork. Test it one more time. No, we definitely need to take some out. Okay, so we'll do this. That is gone far too low. I've gone the other way now. Right. Oh, magnets are brilliant, except for when they're not. Okay, so we are level. Okay, not sure what's going on here, but it's 107 mils gap, air gap is what I need. And it seems like I've got just a few mil too much. Okay. Well, I need to check that because I think I'm going mad. So I noticed I hadn't seen this spring seat going in. So I'm going to pull this all the way out. And then I'm going to try and drop this on quite quickly. Right. That's interesting. Okay. This is going to be fun. Because that is sinking about as fast as I can work. There you go. So, somewhere around here is the collar that goes on the top. Ah, there it is. So, oh, there you go. We got that in. And then you're going to have to find your own method. But I need smaller fingers. My wife's not home, so if I use my children, would that really be the worst thing? All I'm doing, I'm not really using the screwdriver for anything other than it fits in the thread and allows me to do that. Okay, so it should be, yeah. Now the problem we've got is that is spinning, and the tool I've got doesn't actually fit this bike. It should go in there, I'm guessing. Now, that was easy, wasn't it? I'm just going to go off once more and double check this clearance. Now, I've had one report of 12 mil. In fact, that's the only report I've had. However, this is based on videos I've been watching for a slightly different bike. So what's that? That's on 10 mil. So I would only need 2 more mil. So let me go and check the extra, or the clearance. I've got a value of 10 mil. Just slightly over 10 mil. Could call it 11 mil. I've seen YouTube say 12. I've got nearly 11. I've got 5 to 10 on Google. Don't 100% trust Google, if I'm honest, which I know is a bit ridiculous. So what we'll do is we'll take that value as perfect. So somehow I've managed to get the oil spot on and that spot on. So the next thing to install is the cap. So one thing I'm going to do is just give it a little wipe off. And what I'm also going to do, so you can see, sorry, I'm wiping it off camera. It's just little like marks in the metal and that. I'm just going to take a little, I don't know if you can see me reaching over, I'm just going to rub a little bit of oil on the seal, because it'll help keep the seal fresh. So we lock it down onto there. We find our trusty 17mm, which has probably gone wandering overnight. Nope, there it is. And we find our trusty adjustable, and we're going to give it a nice yeah, I can remember which way things go. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Obviously I am wrenching this tight. You can't see what I'm doing now. Apologies if this is coming off greasy. I keep getting oil on the lens. There you go. So that's on. So now I don't even need to look at the video again. There's no parts on my desk, which means the next thing to do, surely, is release it from here, bring it up, match it up, and then probably easiest to get the, so I know I loosened it off whilst it was on the bike, but that was just to make it easier. But now, oops, now we're just doing it up, so make sure that seal slides in nicely, and there you go. Whoa! So one fork seal done. That feels all right. Can't see any evidence of a leak. Sorry. I'm quite chuffed with that. For the mare I've had to get to this point, I'm quite chuffed with that. So just to get out of the way, I think I'm going to install it on the bike. Not properly install it on the bike, because that has its own problems coming, I believe, in that I didn't mark where it's going to go. So if I press that, right, over here somewhere should be the right Allen key. Oh, I'm not going to install it. I'm just going to get it out my way. So in 1, in 2, and then grip it and grip it. There you go. Okay, so wheels back on, spinning, suspension seems okay. I'm gonna go ahead and tidy up, because my dad's coming around tomorrow. I'm supposed to be getting this behind me out. I'm not gonna get everything done this evening. I'll have to do some tomorrow when he's here. But yeah, that's it. There are better videos out there. 100% there are better videos out there for a more comprehensive tutorial. I shouldn't say that because you'll switch up. Mind you, at the end of my video now, so it's too late. But yeah, there are better videos out there. What I'm aiming for a little bit with my sort of channel is to show you that I'm a first-time guy for all this mechanics. Want me to do water treatment plants, I can strip them, get them up and running, no problems. But a lot of this I'm quite new at. I've never taken suspension apart, and I've done it. It's taken a few days between, but the reason it's taken a few days is because I've had family stuff to do as well. I'm home alone, my wife's away. So I work away and I'm moaning. No, I'm not moaning. I'm absolutely happy. My wife. Oh God. What was I saying? So yeah, partially has been the time I've had a couple of hours at nap time when my littlest is napping, and then a couple of hours in the evening. And I won't lie, this job has brought my head down a couple of times. But I've learned a lot. I've learned with certain things, get Triumph part or use a part, manufacturer parts, original manufacturer parts. I tell people that all the time in my own job, but it's just giving me a wicked perspective at work. Anyway, so yeah, for certain things, very important things like seals and stuff like that, I definitely think I'd go back to the manufacturer again and say, can I have this? Can I have that? It's not a difficult job. I've made it look way harder than it is, and hopefully I can cut what is probably 24 hours of footage. It's not, but I can cut it down to between 40 minutes and an hour. And realistically, you could do this job in 2 hours if you've done it once, if you've memorized the videos, which I should have done before I did this. You should be all right to do it in a couple of hours as long as you got everything with you. But yeah, I don't know how much of I'm putting the wheel back on I got caught, but if you manage to do the forks, then you already had the wheel off, so you can figure out how to put it back on. It's not difficult. It's one bolt, and 2 clips, which I'm going to do up next as well. And yeah, if you, I want to say if you found this helpful, but perhaps if you found this entertaining, or it's giving you hope for yourself, that you can see you've seen another person do it for the first time do it, it's giving you hope, then please like and subscribe. It in no way does anything for the channel because I'm not monetized. I keep swearing, so I probably never will be monetized. I don't know how that works. I do this partially for myself, as like a record of what I've done, so I can look back. And I do it in the hope that people like myself look out and go, oh, well, yeah, I've got pretty good technical skills. I can do this. I've got pretty good technical skills. I've done it. So yeah, wait and see if it goes out on a ride. Speaking of which, assuming this bloody camera doesn't wind me up anymore with batteries and SIM cards and whatever, SIM cards, SD cards and all that, the next videos will actually be this out on the road on Saturday. So it's Thursday today. So yeah, it'll be out on Saturday. Like, subscribe, comment. Love to hear feedback and all that. Positive feedback only, please. Not in a good way after all this. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.